Go ahead, David.
Hi, Tosh. So yesterday, the NWSL and its Players Association announced a new collective bargaining agreement, and that's the elimination of all player drafts, including expansion drafts, and guaranteed consent before any trades happen. Do you see those things that are achievable or attainable as the WNBA's Players Association starts negotiating for a new collective bargaining agreement?
Um, yeah, I'm not really sure exactly what the question was in that because it's kind of loud, but I will say it was probably like 4 or 5 years ago. I remember after a workout getting on a Zoom call with Crystal Dunn, Mitch Purse, and a few other players about what our union was about, what our Players Association was about, because they had been taken advantage of for so long, and as players didn't have say in their league, and so that one and that push to create a union to protect themselves, to advocate for themselves, that was on the forefront of their minds back then. And again, you're talking about 4 or 5 years ago. So to see that come to fruition now, it's just exciting for me as another woman in sports to see another league continue to progress. And I think the NWSL has done a great job over the last few years of not only expanding, but now when you're talking about the protection of players, you're talking about some of the best athletes in the entire world. And our women's soccer, clearly what they've been able to do in the Olympics and gold and all these World Cups, they are here to stay. And so when you have all those players in the best league, they deserve the best. And I'm glad that they've gotten everything together, and more so just in protection of them, because that's what our union is specifically for.
Tia?
Atash, what are your thoughts on having Celeste Taylor back, and what type of impact does she bring despite being just a first-year player?
Man, I'm so happy to have Celeste back. I know that she's had a couple moves from Indy to us to Connecticut, but even the other night in the game, I'm sitting on the bench and I'm like, man, we are missing Celeste. We are missing her on the defensive end. She's a big guard. She understands defensive schemes. She gets into people. She's a great offensive player. She can push our pace. She can facilitate the ball, and she's starting to find her scoring here with us as we're trying to build confidence into her. But I see a lot of myself in Celeste as a young player, hanging our hats on the defensive end, but allowing our offense to kind of develop as we develop through the league. And I just want her to have a space where she has time and people around her that want to see her grow. So I'm really happy to have Celeste back.
Thanks, Tasha.